Good morning, everybody. I just want to get started with the message this morning, and I just wanted to share that this is kind of how God works for me, and how I kind of come up with the messages. So my daily morning routine is basically I got like a devotional. I got an app that I read. It's a Holy Bible app. It has a verse of the day in it, and I also read Proverbs and Psalms. There's 31 Proverbs, so I read a proverb every day. And today, what I read was in chapter 17. Well, first off was this, talked about love. The verse of the day, then in the Bible app that I was reading, talked about unconditional love. A verse I found in Proverbs 17, chapter 17, verse 9 is love prospers when fault is forgiven, but dwelling on it separates close friends. And another situation that arose in my house this morning kind of had me portraying unconditional love. So all these things kind of came together, and like I said, this verse stood out to me because love prospers when fault is forgiven, but dwelling on it separates close friends. So for me, in my past, a lot of times is people would bring up my past, and it's kind of like I heard a saying one time on Facebook saying like, if someone trying to bring up your past is like trying to rob a house that you don't live in anymore. You know what I mean? That's not me. And, for me, I know I'm forgiven. I know I'm a new man, and I know that the old man is dead. And so it doesn't really bother me. Of course, there's times where I think back on it and, it kind of brings a little shame and guilt, but then I see how far I've come and it kind of removes that. And it kind of has a little commentary down here which stuck out too, because I am in recovery. I have worked the 12 steps. It says the last thing we need to hear in recovery is how bad we've messed up our life. We are well aware of our mistakes and are ashamed of things we have done, but by confessing our sins and repenting, we receive God's forgiveness and cleansing. He has forgotten our sins and has removed them as far as the east is from the west. Psalm 103:12. If God has forgiven and forgotten our past mistakes, we have no need to be reminded of them. If friends bring up the past, we need to ignore them and not feel guilty about what we have done. The guilt we feel may drag us back into our old lifestyle. And that's where, it came in for me this morning, is like, nothing can drag me back to that old lifestyle, as far as I've come. And, the courage that I have to even be sitting here doing this video is amazing, let alone all the other things that I've overcome. So for me, like, God has truly shown me forgiveness and His grace and His mercy, and I'm going to continue to, walk in the path that He wants me to walk in. So with that, hopefully somebody got something from it.